ground in a flat area probably would never be deemed negligent by anybody to be opened up to a lawsuit. There's still kids down there, we put up yellow tape, means nothing, still playing in that play area, and it's supposed to have been shut down because it's unsafe. They're still playing on swing sets, they're going to an area that has been torn down and machinery or whatever. That's negligence, because they're still allowing people to get into that area.
I believe the tape was up for grass growing.
No, when they turn out, even still, if that area
I just don't
wasn't-
think that the play areas are unsafe at this point.
Well, it was never,
Benches.
but was that area ever cleared for?
This is crazy, guys.
Hold on a second. Was that area ever cleared for resumption of activity?
I'm not sure. I'm really not, but I think that the tape was up for the growing
When
grass.
they're doing the work, doing the tear down and stuff like that, to convey, hey, well, come in here right now.
There's no
So-
orange fencing anymore, it's all gone.
Right, but does that mean that that area is now deemed safe and our insurance company inspected said, yeah, you can now open this up
Good
for,
question.
we don't know, but the way that playground was being left to go by leadership of this community, borough member for 6 or 7 years, Bates, and other things, other sources within town not taking care of it, that was negligence. Kids going down there, parents constantly going and complaining about lifted up boards, splintered boards, that was negligence. You have to deem it that someone's at fault for the borough to be sued. There is limited tort issues. Don't shake your head at me because there are.
that's
There are
not true.
limited tort issues.
I'm not a lawyer, that's fine.
If you take precautions and you put it in an area where it's flat, level, and your company, insurance company, and the engineer says, yeah, this is a perfectly sane place to put this bench, you're alleviating the borough's
Right,
main
and
liability.
that's all I wanted, was the professionals to weigh in.
And
But I
the-
wasn't sure if that had
The
happened.
insurance company already walked through and said, don't put it up on the hill, right? They already asked, hey, yeah, don't put it up here.
Yeah, but
Even
that's
though
what my point is, I was not told this.
it's been talked about for almost 2 years. Annie
No, no,
Mae just
no, no, no.
came up to council
She's
it was a
saying
year
she
ago.
wasn't told that the bench was being moved. She knew about the bench being on the hill under the tree, was not approved.
Moved.
So
It was never approved to be anywhere yet. It hasn't finalized.
the insurance company said no, it could not be put where it initially
On the
wanted to
side.
be, on the
Right.
side.
Okay, but they agreed, but there was a place that they said could be put, correct?
Which was the spot, yes.
And the vote was to put it where the insurance company deemed it acceptable to be put.
Right.
So some citizens donated money and they bought a bench and they're gonna, per basic code requirements, anchor to the ground, I imagine, they're gonna put it in concrete, bolt it down, and liability is gonna be mitigated. Being told or not, you even said, you know, you weren't at the meetings, it's okay, they're online. So, I mean, it's a bench, we're still haggling for almost 2 years now, a year and a half.
I think we have approval to put the bench in.
Right, but it's still, it's
I just wanna-
bogged down in this constant desire to tear down people who want to do some good for things.
For me, it was always liability. It was just always liability.
Right.
And if the insurance company's fine with this, I'm fine with it.
But every other town has benches. The liability is mitigated, there's
Right.
no liability to a bench, honest to God. I Googled it, I
The
can't find
insurance
any
company
case.
disagreed. They asked us to move it.
They have to what?
Now we're gonna do that. So,
Being done.
I will let everyone know when the bench is ordered. Alright. Now,
Are
the
you going to install it, or are we gonna have borough guys do that?
Actually, I'm going to come tomorrow and talk to Mr. Suby to see if it's okay, if it's allowed to have, to reach out to one of our masoneries in town and have them install, so it does not cost the borough the use of the workers. So this way they're not pulled away from something that
Yeah, check and see what
they
that-
may need to do, but I want to verify first if that's permitted to do. Or because it's borough property, the borough workers have to do it. Now, I know one of our borough workers is a mason, and this is the type of things that he has done. But I don't want to assume,
Are you available that
correct,
day?
and I don't want to also, say, hey, yeah, here's a free bench, but it's still going to cost us because the borough workers have to do it. But I want to make sure that I have permission to reach out to
If he's got masonry skills, you might wanna put him to use. Maybe he doesn't get to do that enough in his daily.
Right.
Who knows?
So I'm gonna verify that with Mr. Subi first and find out if it has to be done by the borough workers, or if I can get someone, who has the same skills to install a bench, along with, you know, the papers
The
and
dog
everything.
park hired for the bench, you said?
Vermont.
Vermont did it?
Yeah, Burt Mott did the dog park. So, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing work in this borough.
Right, he's been doing work here
40 years.
for years and years and years. So, but I will find out first, and I will let everybody know. I'll just shoot everyone an email and say, hey, this is who can do it. And of course, we don't have a date as to when the bench is gonna be put in, we don't have anything yet. It's just, I'd like to get it over the finish line at this point. Put it to bed.
Once it's done properly, I'm on board.
Exactly. So, if anyone, no one has anything else, the meeting is adjourned 7:52.